Hello, Ebusia. Welcome to If You're Right Media. Na Toronto and Canada news is what I bring to you in Tree. And I'm the Bremo, Ewo Tree mo. Enti Ebusia, se wunya daji enti regular news na. O de pincha me ha. Because remember on update in ya ekoso. And that updates, you see, Emranti bi called Robo man be at a gunpoint on Highway 410, Iowa Brampton. And then the bonena do so afedie a third world country style of robbery and a so ha. Na minim say a targeted incident. Police don't even know say a targeted incident or it's a run of foolishness, act of foolishness. Assembly in any. And run a Joe almost 8 p.m. between Sanderwood and Mayfield Road or Highway 410, Brampton. Man be air drive on a car and open the car be pem on a car too. Ya the pem car to then away. Ojina. No sorry, no ko hwe na no nya kona koka. Waje mo exchange information. Se na bia betimi afre wo frɛ wo insurance a betimi nya sem bia ka che no wo frɛ o mo insurance a betimi nya sem bia ka che wo. Abrantie si form a na emrantie miensa wo se nan asi aba ebi kura knife ebi kura etuo. Ebusia asem na yehu. Omo robo man no. How? What will car bomb it to? Na me jana se yaba be exchanging information that afedi oba robo me. Anyway, police don't know whether the items that were taken away from this person. And as I said, omunim say a targeted incident or a one act of foolishness be and okofobi eye. Now my hope when they say a targeted incident, that you say and odie nam kwaso no ya fire hototroto but say nya targeted incident near kwaya see baye. And yet targeted incident a day na obe ya also be bomb who buying obe ensure say you are safe. No matter what it is, yen safety ehu hia sin bibia. Nyame me suggest say obi the car bowa. Na say a suspicious empra kesi a keep on driving. Na kope baby gina na free police. Na ka tell say this is what happened. Because of this news untino, Miss Rose me gina ho no mo na me train na me fro. Enti asem ni nie, mantim pa hwe on license plate mentimi anhwe hwe. Asem ni. O file this reporter. Police be file am pampa. But one you cover boy about say when jina na one risk of life in the hands of these people who enjoys committing atrocities. Na befre one kasa insurance pay company na fa the police report on fama wom because one free police no dia one friend tem na ko tenefi na ko dana de na fra. I mean case no it sounds shady into driver na fa ko wani mu akona ko baby ho yesebi nipa wo na gina na free police na fe police imra no na wo car na there's a dent, there's a mark, there's a scratch ni nara no unbelievable. Ebusia asema me wo de kan no me mu ina ho ban ya follow victim to this bedamasi. Hello Ebusia, imagine say wadamfo eba abounchen eba besrawo odi agora all of a sudden we traffic or told me we hear CPR. Imagine say when we come to more share games or TV so ade abone so we hear CPR or when we hear e koso kokodware abo kokoti ahwe so no ade abone so we hear CPR. Or imagine we neighborhood kid ababesra wonyo neighbor oba e wo fie odi agro ade ahia no wa wonim ham neck maneuver yi bi ye na jawa kamamba wa yesi wo de wo se emfa ho tu nkonkusua wo se nurse fo adwuma enkutufo de tu de wo de ni nyina emfa ho nkonkusua bi because ento da sebi should in case say you encounter this situation now wo friend 911 ye wa broach 911 your friend ya no mafa no madru han we say now wo friend na wo gina phone so 14 seconds ansa no mafa ebusia o madwen wo sen e da say na beka heart attack wo hwe mama a little bit of education say heart no say moja entimi anko heart no ho moja entimi anko brain no mo a within 4 minutes to 6 minutes so when sick when you are medical attention obewu or the damage na ebe happen no most likely it becomes irreversible. And imagine say what friend 911 you approach it na you say hold on I'm coming 14 seconds. And open a top pill for last year, Peel Region 4. Patrick Brown, Brampton Mayor, said there be and see. A day na enko for a friend 911, a hijacking 911 phone call with bogus reasons. So what say and some uncle for free bia or report to a message a beck is a one as our stress and so a year a hiasem. Yes, so bit me free or say barbecue party now was here your barbecue sauce no asa. Obit me free or say drive through and I'm in Nemo and so Tim Hortons for my ye my messy up me order no. McDonald's for coffee near to a hot dodo. Obi alone a more alone a year de dodo. Add na neighborhood for the ekasa too much. No a friend 911 no jina phone. Hey, erratic Christ. Ghana ke because you send your war. Sebe your obakasia. Wa mresen your tete no. Na broche han mu say dey send your war bakasia. Wa mresen your tete ni mpo na tete ni mpo am mresen your tete baby e fa the phone call no. Can you imagine? Obi na heart attack na ye friend no. Obi wo hospital a e bia ya rebi ye friend 911 no because a place like where I work, Center for Addiction and Mental Health, Cambridge. When somebody goes into medical distress, we have to call 911 because we are not equipped to, give those life savings we say for that person. Into your friend 911 because we nipa sebe na dwuma kakra obabeda hono mu medical emergency no here your friend 911 na obi a hijacking 911 say somebody is parking too close to me na aden Canada aden. Ebusia, Patrick Brown said no on penny until we're introducing measures from last year boa emma costs or unnecessary costs are eban a crash over 80%. Can you imagine what a success story? And then and number be catch no. Name momo pese me mawa so te say ye were non-emergency police number. So when area non-emergency police number me pache wa asem bi na se wohia hwe phone na ekura wo na ye di se kuro ye de hwe niam wohia no hwe so na type go non-emergency number ebe yama baby kuna wujina na no satellite no be pick sa address no na eyi sa number na dia ma se o pese wo tro so to ho so a number ni mo amoti GTA Greater Toronto area or it Greater Toronto Horseshoe area hon mo no mo yi ni mo non-emergency number ni 416-808-2222. Or Peel region, that is Mississauga, Brampton and Caledon. Musmo number ni 905-453-3311. Oti mimi area han we say the NDA we check akraba yen so hey a bit me to ye yen wo Brantford ni na sefo ni Paris no mo ni Woodstock no ni fa ko see hina 519-756-0113. They make kind na say nye bia me pacho o phone na kasa so just patch so sia natural number no for bow TV ne ho na o maba educate them. Non-emergency 911 non-emergency number, this is what you call. OPP so the so ho no so be you also mantem the e amount you abusia. Let's move on to measures yonra edia to edia ba the community mo enne etimi ama 911 unnecessary 911 so at sekra sesia the 911 for timi attend to important stuff no ebini yesi wo ma introduce first o ma hire nipa bebre. Second, omo public education omo bo public no this is also a form of public education. Now, I say, won't mean news now. Unya da dintie news. Would you buy if you're right? Ne TikTok, honey, be YouTuber. That's it. All update that's happening in Toronto, Canada. Some of them would ye braid ye. Ne unya ne ye. Beti media ma wahan we say ya. Ebusia. Ebini say or say hey. Wa obe frefre unnecessary phone calls biano obe juska. Obe 2 tickets. On say nunti. On say mojai. Yes, and I feel so. Idea back also the best shame. No, so you're very, very good. I say back with the next generation 911. Yes, some software be a buy something about preventive something like say pocket dials. Or phone should go to man now chance one chance see na so ko mi so pay now dial 911. What 911 for we need help na. Nina is a time that is taken away from important and serious emergencies. And no ni na no sad no esone so menne se wo frɛ unnecessary bia enko ekwa omoma because a filter in the way you making sure say we are safe and sana filter e bi ni saying me da no me kwadwuma me gya me ka ne ho ana me sako mia bibim ni ma de kode ni me some his police frame me oh how o phone afre hey na for yesu so kra so hadwin you na me say dey me nya help bia. That is one thing that is taken away from important stuff. Me fear as I mo han we say yadako and uncle police bebo pom ya ba wo frame me say the me frame and then say me ba ne ketwa no e di agro no sir and no frame no sir crime. no free. I'm coffee in basement. There was nothing there. I don't believe me. No, Monsieur. Next time, I'm free. You not say be high be Jessica. You free ho, you free bill. And then no one say it took their time to come over. I take it their time away from important stuff. But no, sad nina no it's sad next generation 911 software anything. I eradicated sad nina meaning say unnecessary phone calls kwa. Sad na kasa no ebe hwe say ofre back say was ofre back that say the way because nina no phone no on my program in the way say something like iPhone say so the side and side and now button no hold so together no less than 5 seconds no will activate the 911 call. But say more than 5 seconds, it means you're not in emergency. It is still a call, but that software will recognize and say it took longer to call. Are you going to call back again within a year now? Because more emergencies no. Say I'm free only I will call back right away. Say I'm in emergency, I need help. That's what this next generation will filter to prevent that call nimpo from getting to the real to jack up those lines now in him. A lot. These are the measures that are to place. But my making kai some of the stuff I go for free. Hey, what's here because ready? Ebe Jimmy for no abruche say. Yasemo. Okay. You see, Obi said then. I'm running out of ketchup at a barbecue. Neighborhood mowing the lawn too early. A raccoon has stolen my pizza. Drive-through messing up my coffee order. One friend I want. Wi-Fi is not working. My car won't start in the cold. Someone has parked too close to me. We have a park in the car no. I will be car in chain dodo. Yeah, my whole big spider. Me fear. You know, me fear. No friend 911. Oba penny way. Uku our friend 911. Obi said that me neighborhood no, me neighbor dog back it too much. But anyway. The list goes on and on. It's just unbelievable. But in America, there won't be no pachowa non-emergency 911. Ubiti have non-emergency phone call. Me say me my free bidder. Me nam Mrs. Saga, me Mrs. Saga, me nam kwan so baby echo walk and you remember 8 o'clock. Them who and say obi from the car no across a water gun was a day was quirty and so be the gumi home. Shame na I said that I can be buy. Me friend is a asset and then me friend license plate me hu ni yempo but me friend me kwan type on my phone I'm friend police no non-emergency number within my neighborhood no see and say this complaint but we'll keep an eye out for it nka hu license plate nja ke be call the fear akwa no but when hu nti we dey feel thank you for letting us know na mumu ye be keep an eye on it if it becomes more ye be public no ye bo mu so be and watch out for this you see. Near emergency, no, I said, over friend 911 right away. But we say it wasn't. Until there's a need for that, and there's a need for us to know what it is. Because yes, sir, you can say, you say, you diminion kuni and demi yen kanisa, Madam Wasi. And you know, Canada, 2016 and 2017, Canada came up with measures to curb child poverty. Enkora etihiem, enkora edihia, enkora nyesikam omuni no nyesikam pontoduane momundi. Enkora omuni no eda homeless. Omuni no mo enyesika emfomungu even extra curriculum activities. Na wonye duane poni, na enye bi do akọ basketball, edwa bi akọ dance. Emma so. Canada hwe di no say there be crow etise Canada. See a ranking crow now we are Canada nyame ampata ye the second, ye first the second of one of the good, safe, peaceful, affordable, like everything good crew. It's not so in Canada. I don't know what's it's not one yema edihia, yenkwara edihia. These are some of the measures put in place. Number 1, child tax benefit. Depending on how much your income, no matter what same paying, and obeji bebre kakra. Sikana kasa die emudu. Na emu meto dan e wo Toronto ha. Some no. What's it? Any other provinces there? In my works. But what in Toronto there, masa. Sikana obeji. na abedi mi ahwe because I'm so hwe ebedi den bio National Housing Strategy almost say NHS. This one also known was this came they put a lot of money in affordable housing to curb homelessness. Say awofo benya baby atena awofo nya baby tena nkwara benya baby atena so tiasie ni was one of those. The next one I came up with just 5 for the top 5. The next one was affordable child care plan. This year I'm saying last year they started say about Montreal almost started in terms of this year yeah about $10 a day a child care na me buy no busa almost say $10 a day now omulitia kofo kano omulitia this enkora ni tia no is the government subsidizing supplementing the rest na kan kofo ni charge no so first na say day care no e charge abofra bia let's say $25 a day na say there was omuntia $10 a day so na affordable mo bia no bia ntifa abofra mbra na abofra no obi anti mesia dey because some of these day care no even support provide snacks no nyama for benya healthy food e di ni ade but so the $15 na can when they every those for no childcare we say schools for no I want the minimum there but me say government no is supplementing that much I'm so supplementing a craving and to me get me say na dey be from the get go but on my come and that people so Canada ye way affordable childcare plan $10 a day and a buy no more encouraging kofo and kofo be brati egum and then in the ya me no ka say ya see about be 10 will say schools and are free pull out of those childcare because a bomb form what one supplementing means I may buy every early childhood education so more one as a wood chia and kofonica only $10 a day childcare neighbor I hear no benya no de tua me ba no so kwadwuma no so ka I might as well but nephew no be welfare me say in year from the get go but anyway almost say it's part of it. The next one almost say food security programs. Or say the Canada food policy includes funding for community food programs to combat food insecurity among children and families. Initiatives like school meal programs and support for food banks are critical components. Support for food bank yes. Name school meal program no because I feel neighbor. If no maka hwasem so me de hwasem be bada edako omba be yo okay we say when school feeding program na we Ghana no ombe so mo yebi wa han mo say ko first start bo ho develop na mbaye anyway say any money now ho ye bibia mako these are measures they're using to curb child poverty. My last one I came up with was increased minimum wage and tax credits. So increased minimum wage and the minimum wage is $16 and I'm and new research I buy was it you need $26 an hour in order to stay or live in Toronto or Ontario. You need $26 an hour. $26 an hour should be a minimum wage in order for you to live. And people can live basically be just average, not even average, but below poverty line. And it's a what thing we ask us a $16 an hour in Canada. Not just a world record we might as well call you homeless. This is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, these are all measures that they're putting in place. Okay. But it's a massive and net news by and say was the child poverty in Toronto up by record numbers. The whole Canada and Korea tin here more kasankasana ye fat no provinces are. And the town cities in pa Toronto and na mofra na ti hiemu na kasa Toronto enegu ana de kase egu eh eba de say Toronto sika chrome because I sika for na ti anu mu say okay let me tell you which areas and they are affected they are worse or say worst affected areas. Toronto Centre child poverty rate at Toronto Centre no 36.6%. With one census tracking Moss Park area reaching upwards of 56%. Hey, but I'm not disputing it. I see him. Yeah, you might just capa and so because the diner with Timuno, I was and the rent and buy a nipa so and the uncra 3,000 na unya 3-bedroom rent, uncra 4,000 na unya 3-bedroom rent, and adding with Manhattan. Abusia. Free Toronto Central, the next area, Scarborough Guildwood area, 34.1%. Just what year? I offer a someone yes, a campon phantom cred room po and Kumo Manga Sampo and Cantum, so when you biato, Ekumoma. Eya, Semon. And San Waba, say Humber River Black Creek areas, 33.9%. And then if you go to my inner suburb and downtown core, you see almost 40 census tracts have child poverty rate between 40 to 61%. There's a whole crowd, and a whole crowd is a Scarborough Nasifo. Jesus Christ. What group in that may edi here kese? Or say the vulnerable groups are money di here kese a single parent families. Yeah, ready I say more single parent if we're money ready. Over 50% of children in single parent household live in poverty, 3 times the rate of children in 2 parent families. Me yempasu. Gese ubaro Ghana ebusia. Yen Ghana community and yen African communities, how many parents are now single parenting their children? It is sad. A lot has left because of what domestic violence. A lot have left because maybe the men have left them because they don't find the women wealthy. A lot of the women has also left because, hey, the government's social welfare system is greater than me sitting here sharing this household with you, washing your clothes, you giving me instructions and everything, until they've left. No more China. And I solving about you say majority of these children, they are the children in a single parenting and kara omuni omma minimum kwara nete. Majority of single parents would know omma minimum pe. Ma minimum na afan kara no minimum. Few papa no be single parents. But papa for nam and mama for nem kara bo so. Those children are 3 times living in poverty. There is a poverty. And some of who are marginalized communities like indigenous, racialized, newcomers, and non-permanent residents and disproportionately affected individuals. Action, but it's a call to action. Let's see. It's a government responsibilities. The report emphasizes the need for policies supporting affordable housing, food security, transit, technology access, livable incomes, and systemic inequality reduction. Livable income, not systemic inequality reduction. Ejuma na wo kokofa kra, je say wo ye dakinti ejuma na wo deserve no ye mfem mount. I'll many here saying, Ubabedi here. You can't see my yanka. Ebusia, Ayasem, Yemye, Munyadaji Mammy. Hello, Ebusia. Say, oh, Toronto area hand we say ya. That's what you news so won't you news on so dear, won't you local news or TV so I may say so when you just hop onto my TikTok or my YouTube channel and you will hear the updated news echoes around. Anyway, let's talk about living wages and cost of living. So we have livable wage and then we have cost of living wage. I said, oh. Enra and nomudi research by say who say you need to be paid $26 an hour in order to be able to cover your cost of living. Cost of living on more categories. This is not a livable wage. $26 an hour in Toronto area, how we say it's not a livable wage. You need more money to live here, to rent a place. And to me, this is more like, hey, bia, na what my main chain, uno wapan chain, my memona or more etua daika, etua big yinaka. Wanka so sick, I was saying, like, what did you between you need to be told to dear chef, I could see him, and no, yet that a crowd was cell phone, I don't know, and no, yet a $26 an hour. No, but so rented dying, and as I got dying at your mortgage. Now when I bet you these big overhead bills in the year part of 26 ne grandpa and so the busa who say and then the minimum wage in po minimum wage say up until last year now was $16 and then you see an increasing of this year to 17.50 something. That's $17 an hour until let's say $18 an hour minimum wage. But you need $26 an hour and upwards in order to be able to cover your cost of living. You need $33 an hour a job in order to have one bedroom, to be able to rent one bedroom apartment to live in. You need to be paid $40 and up in order for you to afford 2 bedrooms in Toronto area. But I won't say nti ekro we say nanti meeting meda so etimu ejimini answer meda so timu jemese. Ebusia. Enti media nyamede brem one said, "Yenhwe enwuma baby sa no mutia minimum wage na ye $17 an hour." Na hwe say, who follow into this category? Na so follow into this category. Who tia dan ka, who rented dan. Afi na ko renting. And also the otim dada. Omo mutim dada need be 10-15 years ago need. Tinemu a omentu because who I want to go high dan bill. Anyway, let's go back to Injuma so. What are some of the jobs that typically pays minimum wage? Ebia na wache wa wudi munti ebia na ye increase, but typically these are the jobs are entry level na fe na wukomu minimum wages. Retail, you find a retailer. We have cashiers, sales associates, stock clerks. Now stock clerk because of this kakesi and cashiers na yakwa ne bom so dwen pacha wo kwa yidin na kwa na kwa salute wom because kana omoji no enkosi hwe ye ba the food service industry so also fast food workers, the McDonald's, Burger King, Tim Hortons and all of those places, no KFCs, restaurants, servers and hosts. Whoa, the Conco restaurant and Conco boss service because they are not making much. Baristas, we have dishwashers. And then when you come to hospitality, hotel housekeepers, front desk clerk, cleaning staff, customer service, you will call center representatives, store greeters. Store greeters, no already Christ. And then over personal care services, it was spa attendants, that's it, and nail technicians, entry level. If agriculture, farm laborers, and you're na yekotobe dino. Omo mujefo mu honu mu dono. Ye edwuma no etete apples no etete kontomre etete denden no omuji $17 an hour. Jesus Christ. And send you greenhouse workers, some the minimum of but I'm so agriculture name. Seasonal and part-time workers. We have delivery drivers, small businesses, camp counselors, and event staff. Hey. And then about general labor as well, warehouse workers, entry level, movers, and then janitors. Abusia, a lot of our African folks and our Ghanaian folks falls into these categories. Busa who say, sika hina benya wo ahanu mu se mpo de bia to de bia rented dan. Na how much more mpo ankasa when ye bi mpo de amane onkofo mpo wo fie. Obe rented a dime, one bedroom a dime for $2,000 or anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 and counting. And it's all rented dine in the year. You need $33 an hour in order to rent one bedroom apartment here. Now you would need $40 an hour to rent 2 bedrooms apartment. And here na beka would be beka mama mi na papa and I wouldn't mutifie air dime. This is sad. Ghanaians, Africans, let's ask ourselves, say, and see this Toronto area, Hana, I kwani timi bobra ewo Canada na. Other provinces, other provinces is what na. Are you contemplating? Because we don't contemplate and patch you do me because there are other provinces that are living way below what we live here in Canada. Other provinces be like Saskatchewan. Only say one Saskatchewan, other places, Ebusia, Toronto had here. Hey, a body chrome. You need $33 an hour. Now, entry level nursing job is $33 an hour. You need university degree to get $33 an hour to be able to afford 1 bedroom. You need university degree to afford 1 bedroom apartment in Toronto. This is sad. This is absolutely sad and atrocious. enti mpacho wa mesesese na bubu na wankasa calculate na hwe se Toronto han mu se ye ma wa enya ma wa afa kata bebo media mu na ye mpe baby nko yo asem na no sinem di kan me say if you right media platform you so dey oba han me say ya GTA News, Canada News, and unkwana me de bremo me da masi keep on subscribing, keep on watching, keep on sharing fakoma unipa bia ebia ono so wantie na se empo se follow within these enwumanwuma ni bia pacho ma homre so here na betna dia me pacho ma homre so na pagya wo ho it's either over worry over serious minded person be na worry na at least two income they say you hu ye no two income household unni hia na so one why na so the single na betna ho mu say sa single household nkwa na wo tua bibia kadia I did we say unless one my homeless so up edma pa bia ye up upgrade bia upgrade wo ho no we dey enko you if an upgrade ma there a lot of a grants and so out there they are giving for people to also advance their way. Mind you, all these no are entry level wages. It's all minimum for McDonald's for 4 or 5 years guaranteed say you're probably in the upwards of $20-30 more on baby. Inti pacho mo share no so inzo ko trade me mo atsna ho no mudin because once one say wo ye me to akwa me fia de bia na wo minimum wage and no see idea we need to be very mindful of it. You madam wasi makramo. Hello ebusia. So Toronto news na ye guso aye kan no eneno na sisi news bi aye say o say a baby pronounced dead following suspicious incident in Toronto's Midtown area. 79% of say police enya nantie bi say 11:30 anopay and Akorano was reported missing. The infant was then located by police at Marley and Rose Lawn area, which I believe it's within the vicinity of Dauphin and Allen Road, Mantemoho baby. Yes, it's the police who locate abofra no mo free paramedics. Paramedics before abofra no call hospital. Abofra no had critical injuries. We don't know the extent of these injuries. I'm saying you and you bring more updates of this. 1 o'clock, a police announced to say abofra no hospital. Wow. Esemo. Toronto. Okay. Yo. Another just see the Toronto there. Because some time ago Papa Free Ghana Babesrai. News buy our share 2 minutes up and was it there be news no nye and then go any ara hosam bani there be ana obi wu there be ana ekun obi and then the Toronto news no there be ano je say yedie baako say mponim ara na nansi enkofo di loto no nyaka ina ye yakọ hijack we yakọ wia we car yakọ kun we yakọ rob we how incident because war I think Mississauga car we say hijacking be see our news are yet and say also 13-year-old girl among 14s charged in violent carjacking or Pure region. 13-year-old girl rather crime but when you see girlie what yet then in whose company are you among in here or koko be part of car hijacking moko carjacking you can't simple moko hijacking car a 13-year-old girl abusia oba wodi 13 akora keto wodi 13 Ghana ni abofra wodi 13 which say ne ni amakra woni musi yemi apata na sekra ji say wo kagu ni so an so twini ye how na okobọ kro no nwanwa so nti say ye de emema katechi ne kobọ that kro no yasemu two teenage girls are among 4 youth charged in connection with violent carjacking in Brampton. There's a Brampton was fighting and I say ni ebe ko bumbia be kra mo na den. Oh, munyam edeni. Yes, this incident occurred in the areas of Galway Drive and Queen Street East. November nanasa. And I say me happy. Shortly after meeting two other suspects attacked the victim from behind. He was choked and punched multiple times, rendering him unconscious, police said in the news release on Wednesday. And then when the victim regained consciousness, he noticed that his phone, wallet, and vehicle had been stolen. He was subsequently transported to hospital for treatment. Police alleged the suspect traveled in the stolen car and picked up a fourth suspect. Asemo, due to the violent circumstances surrounding the robbery, a high-risk vehicle stop was executed. All 4 suspects were arrested. Police say, "Omujimi so almost said no some such one." Hey, Roddy Christ, just I don't know. And the 13-year-old now, or can't and go for a book on was 20 say no. Or no, sika hen a year man woman, and then all you woman, and I don't would boyfriend be at you. A girl, or the boyfriend a chi, any amount of drugs on them. Into Jimina would Jimmy in ano, or who she, but Patomi money and May from Carabrim. A yasimo, and baby baby, and because I said, well, Benny, ya, wouldn't mean pointy finger, or Benny, that's what tremble, baby a hot thrown it, and I walk on, I walk on. I am my money and walk high in ye because I felt I was with the ever. Inti whatever a titiana with your mouth until so be ye no bedroom pens will be na who say okay this year you're 25 at this point no, you are not under my rules anymore no near who say yes the Sussex story na ye didn't society ana won't mean can say ye bit me can say then na me try impossible best na ye tun korane fo from kwara brim the trainers so munyi dia the every stage be an entity so oso nentitiye wo ho so wonyi kakra obedu teenagers enye ho nentitiye ni wo teenagers na wo ba be adamfo na ne wo kire no no afi na wo hwe se nya wo kire from kwarabre mu nyina no oye ni ye ya ntie ho na wo tenetene no enye ho no wo besua from beginning e ho ne ya tenetene mu ni se wo twen na se ho na se wo kire na enye bata ebro bebem wo kotene won so se sia so obefre police wanya ko betene nsa wo so by that time nimpo na etwem because na namfo nimpo na chechero nya na nkete ka chechero no when I know was 6 years 7 years 8 years 9 years no one chechero no wonyi we refe na ba chechero na enye ye behu nya ye hu enti eso stage bia Would when in doubt no so would that why you know be a craft phone and you no mommy utilize the phone ye so would that no man just go and type in I mean by okay at this age what are some of the stuff that I can advise that I can give to this kid once na se na mo TikTok a YouTube mum so YouTube na mum fenhwe me da no say me twe me kwara na me kire wo ebufuo what ebufuo course ewo di peduana akasemu the negative effect ebufuo has on the peduano body no e ho na me de kire wo ho na me de free o enti ebufuo a ne happen wa dwemu ne happen wa komemu ne happen wa moja mu se de be ya wo be aware of it na wakasa what pet measures bi na wantimi akwan ko do sa ebufuo kankan ebufuo tantan pempers so so enti mo me yenhwe na mo me utilize the gadget na ye one so no to our own advantage wantimi kan just go on YouTube. Just type in at the code now open. But my woman has no more typing in. Meanwhile, no more typing in. Na yi nani atsena ho ne ahwe. Na kakra won so won so dia kaka ho. It is a one church so mo kwara brim na so twa na say teenagers no. E ho no we are like coaches. We I mean one mo no ne actual mo wie no. E na afei na ye mo yi. Like ye down wo mo ye like ye hwe wo mo tinye wo hia no. Akose coach obe coach wa udum pempen so bia ne no o hwe ha wa wo bo. Because the minute we back with only opponent back with Shani, and one coach next or system or system. At that time, no, I will phone Sana near Baby. Near more guidelines, Kakakra. Near more guidelines, Kaka. Do just high up teenagers move on 19, 20 move on, no way enough for. So, not advice near the member. Oh, 1 year. At your tiako bembe bra, on pewasem on before. And what's an empire in the year? And 13-year-old and 16, or see 2 teenage boys from Brampton, ages 16 and 17, were charged with robbery. And meaning, so a 13-year-old girl from Kitchener was charged with possession of stolen properties. Kitchener, okay, now Brampton, along with a 14-year-old girl from London, a radicalized hooligans. Where is it, my bro? Who was charged with both robbery and possession of stolen property. And was saying, I know 2 teenage boys from Brampton, ages erade, and the teenage boys 16 and 17. And no fact these girlfriends live from Nkrasiha. Definitely, this is my assumption. 2 teenage boys from Brampton, 16 and 17, and no fact girlfriends. London and Kitchener, 13 and 14. So these teenage boys were charged with robbery, wearing a disguise with intent and possession of stolen properties. I say yes more. Is a mother cry, dear Mamunya isa. Na your back Canada hey, ka girls di ka yehuni asem. Mamu ni the boys yechi. Na girls yi die kamu kaye ya de pa. De bia me bra ka say hey man the back akra mo mama ni na the back akra because of education now higher education now they're seeking no me no munya mema mpongare because mema now sabe they are goofing around. A lot of them are goofing around. Oh, enti kan baba wa mienu de how na mo bedi emrantie we si achi akobokro no. How? Wo free kitchen in London. Mo nsam we kra say entoto mo kro mantwe a. E ya semu. Anyway, news in yekono no. E da ti bia na so di mi so to ikoto dwum. Asisi ade enkoyie. We de Kimpaluta we say enkoyie papa, we de enkoyie mama. Hello, so wait my last news for the day, which is an international news. Trump echusu Dr. Oz, Mokai Dr. Oz, Dr. Mohamed Oz, as to serve as an administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Hey, Dr. Oz, Dr. Oz is in your post now. Na him so we he power pa. Anyway, the Dr. Oz and then the Onobabe governor Medicaid and the Medicaid. We're hoping say Dr. Oz again, say yeah, Dr. Oz. So it seems that so far Trump is kind of like doing a good job. I think. Anyway, let's see what comes out of it. Kudos to Dr. Oz and hopefully good things will come out of this.